We're in complex sales, so we're selling solutions for large banks and large corporates with a bunch of decision makers. So to identify those decision makers and that group of that community of people that's going to make the decisions to go for our solution, it's one of the first challenges. There are only so many buyers in the market. It's not a sort of an indefinite number of buyers for our solutions. So we don't want to wear them out. We don't want to harass them with emails and cold calling. We want to be more, let's say, clever. We took a different approach than hiring more salespeople. Obviously, salespeople is the first thing you think about as you want to grow your sales and close more deals. But being an early stage company and a scale up, you need to be very clever with every dollar you spend. As you analyze your challenges, you see that you need to be able to get hold of people, you need to be able to identify buyers and potential buyers, you need to build brand awareness, brand recognition, and there are all sorts of ways of doing that. When we're selling our software, and it's complex sales, it's something that goes on to a bank platform, there is always not only one decision maker, but a group of people influencing that purchase, that project. And when you go into a room with these decision makers in the first or the second meeting, it makes a difference if they know who you are beforehand. Quite many times it's been obvious to us that they know things about Deedster, or at least they think they know, because they've seen us somewhere. And quite a lot of places, we never met them before, we've never been there, we've never been to that particular market or in Singapore before, like in last fall. But still, they have a sense of who we are. And that's clearly because we managed to get the message across in all the different channels that we can work with on the Megadeals platform. To build that game plan and then execute on it on the same platform, and then be able to monitor the progress along this game plan, along this sort of execution plan. I think that stands out as really a great thing with Megadeals, having that dashboard, seeing who's being active, who's engaging, who's not engaging, what do we do about that? To have that awareness, that battle space awareness, if you like, that stands out as something really an edge with the Megadeals platform. And when we met with the Megadeals team and looked at their platform, it was obvious that they had collected a bunch of really seasoned marketeers and salespeople, and somehow combined all those qualities and all that experience and all those capabilities into one platform, so you could actually leverage each and one of them as a foundation, as a starting point for your go-to-market, for your outreach, for business intelligence, even building messages and market messages, sort of building the strategy of finding stakeholders, finding decision makers, start to work them, so get your message across to build that brand awareness, so when I meet with them, they know who I am already. So it made a whole lot of sense. If that could work in one platform, that's a no-brainer. And we said that if they can deliver half of what they promised, this is absolutely the right call to make. And 12 months later, we're still with Megadeals, so they've done something right, obviously.